Okay, Morgan, as we mentioned, here with us on the desk first in the morning with entertainment. And as the wildfires continue in California, as we were just talking about there, Morgan, we've got some updates, particularly when it comes to the Oscar noms.
Yeah, that's it. So the Oscar nominations, the date for this announcement has been pushed back again. We will now hear the nominations announced on January 23rd. And the thing that we do know, which is something that a lot of the nominees and even fans like myself look forward to, the Oscar nominees luncheon has been canceled. And people really recognize this event. It's not just for a way for the nominees to all kind of interact and mingle, but they take this class photo. And it's usually really something everybody looks forward to. You can see all that. So that's been canceled. Right. And I mean, listen, I understand these are very, very difficult times right now, and everyone's trying to be sensitive about what's going on. Now, when we're talking about really being in the middle of award seasons right now, we have to talk about the Grammys. So yesterday on the show, I had said, because we were hearing rumors, even from top executives, that it looks like it might be pushing back the date. That's not happening. The Grammys are going to proceed as planned. They will air on February 2nd. But they did say this. There was a statement that was released. Not only will it be a night to celebrate music, but this year's show, however, will carry a renewed sense of purpose, raising additional funds to support wildfire relief efforts and honoring the bravery and dedication of first responders who risk their lives to protect ours. So you can expect during the ceremony, they're definitely going to be talking about that.
And this is something that Grammys has done, and they're very good at, is pivoting. If you recall, when Whitney Houston died, I think it was the day of the Grammys.
Oh, wow. Yes.
And they didn't cancel the show, but they pivoted and made it a tribute to Whitney. So they have a history of being able to make these changes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good point. That's true.
Speaking of performances, we know who is going to be performing at Trump's inauguration on Monday.
Yeah, so we knew Kid Rock. You know, we knew Lee Greenwood. These weren't, names we weren't surprised about. Village People. I think some people are a little bit surprised about that. But the big one that everyone's talking about is Carrie Underwood. And if you know, because I've been covering a lot of celebrities and musicians for the past 10 years, you don't really see huge stars like a Carrie Underwood performing for Trump at all. So she is receiving backlash from people. She has released a statement. She said, listen, I love my country. I've been honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration. She said this in her statement: I'm humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future.
All righty. And we got a great new show on a Global we want to talk about.
Yes.
Right?
So this show is called Doc. So, we've seen medical dramas before. This one has an interesting twist. So the lead character is played by Molly Parker. She's Canadian. She's from BC. You will recognize her from Deadwood, House of Cards. She's an amazing actress. What I love about this series is she's this, incredibly beloved, world-renowned doctor, and due to an accident, she forgets the last 8 years of her life. So she basically doesn't have any recollection of her experience as a doctor, her relationships, her family. So it's a really interesting take to see how she moves forward with that. It's emotional. It's so well done. And a new episode of Doc airs tonight at 9 p.m. on Global and Stack TV.
Doesn't remember the last 8 years. So she forgets forgets the pandemic.
Yes, let's say potential relationship issues, her experience. So she kind of has to go back 8 years and kind of learn how to be a doctor kind of all over again. Okay. So it's really fascinating.
Yeah. I have a feeling some tragedies within her family and everything.
There are. Yeah. But it's so good.
So it is.
It sucked me in the first episode. Yeah.
Okay. I will say I had an unforgettable night last night. I want to share with you. I was lucky enough to be amongst the select few in the crowd for my guy, Keith Urban, who did a show at the legendary Horseshoe Tavern in Toronto. Only about 400 people.
Wow.
So if you've ever wondered what it's like to have your favorite artist, have you ever dreamt about this, like come to your home and play your basement? This is the closest thing you'll get, I think, right here.
I haven't, but I take it you have on multiple occasions.
Yeah. Yeah, but what a great evening. 2 hours, just packed full of hits.
2 hours.
Did some covers as well, and Keith just always great on stage. And speaking of Keith on stage, he has announced that he's got a brand new Canadian tour set to launch this summer, and we're going to talk to Keith about that and so much more when he joins us here in studio.
Did you secure that last night?
Coming up Thursday. Hey, listen.
Wow, look at you.
This is a bucket list thing, for sure.
What?
We've talked to Keith virtually. We've gone and talked to him on location and off-site, but the first time he's coming to our house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeff
he's
has
coming
some
home.
connections.
Stopping by. And good job negotiating that last night, sir.
Thank you.
Yo, high five. High five. That's,
I'll take
huge
credit.
deal.
Why
We don't
not?
even hang
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Okay.
It's not Friday, but I'll take
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry.